Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Brando Linick here. Welcome to the video. And you're searching for how to start a car hauling business. It's a great search, and having had relatives, close friends of mine start these businesses, along with myself having started a lot of different types of businesses over the last 3 years. If this is an approach you want to take, I can point you in the right direction. I will say this though, alright? When it comes to this, it's a fairly simple process. It really comes down to obviously registering the business and getting a business license. But from that point on, once you have those two things, you want to make sure that you have a truck, alright, like a semi-truck, okay, or a U-Haul truck or some kind of heavy-duty truck, and you want to have a trailer, alright? And you got to keep in mind and narrow down the specifics that you're offering to your clients. What do I mean by that? Simply put, you got to ask yourself, okay, what type of clients do I want to deal with? Am I going to deal with exotics? All right, so am I going to deal with like exotic cars? I'm going to help transport them and drive them halfway across the country. All right, because if you're dealing with that, you're going to need a smaller trailer or a special duty trailer where it's compact, but it's also leveraged, where you can fluctuate, the trailer down with hydraulics. Okay, so hopefully that's not too confusing. But the trailers are going to be, different depending on the type of hauling that you're doing, depending on the type of clientele that you're working with. And the best suggestion I'd make to you is having gotten around close relatives of mine who have done this and helped them out, is get as specific as you can with the services that you're offering. Okay, get as specific as you possibly can, meaning, are you going to deal with exotics? Are you going to deal with dealerships? All right, so are you going to help and contract out to local dealerships, all right, or dealerships across the nation like Nissan or all these other places, okay? Or are you going to do your own thing where you're going to deal with local dealerships, like small business dealerships, all right? You got to ask yourself these questions, and I figured while you're asking yourself these questions, if you're only looking at this because you want to start a lucrative, leverage, simple business, if that's the only reason why you're looking at this, I'd advise you, before you take this approach, even though it's simple and it can cost you a lot of money, but it's a simple business to get going, before you take it, all right, the best thing that you could do if you're looking at it because you want that leveraged, lucrative, simple business model is to look at the internet. And my experience with this, goes back over the last year when I came across a guy who was making just crazy, ridiculous amounts of money, high multiple six figures, traveling 11 months out of the year, which was really cool because when he was working online, all right, the cool thing about an online business is he has that mobility to pick up and go wherever he wants. So he was traveling like 11 months out of the year. He wasn't dealing with equipment, supplies, or any of the overhead associated with a traditional business setting. Because he wasn't doing anything technical, I began to model what he was doing, and with his help, I was able to, create a full-time income working very part-time, very strategically on the internet, operating a business in a period of 2.5 weeks, which is not average whatsoever, not typical, not regular, especially if you are to compare it to the regular traditional business world, which typically takes you anywhere from a year to 3 years to get in profit and get a business up and off the ground. And 2.5 weeks, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's average. But that said, though, like I said, if you're looking at this because you want to start a simple, leveraged, lucrative business, okay, find someone who's online, connect with someone. It's what happened for me. I found someone who's on the internet building a business, connected with them, modeled what they're doing, and if it can work for me, it can definitely work for you. What I've been able to do, it did require work. I did have to learn some things, but if you're not afraid of that and you want to learn how to do this, if you've got a good work ethic and you want to learn how to build a lucrative, profitable business online, check out my site, connect with me. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link down below in the description. What you'll see when you go there is a video from myself and my business partner, both explain step by step how you can do this and literally get an online business up and off the ground in the next couple hours if you wish. We'll share with you that skill. And then after that, you'll see testimonials from people who I personally work with who've had no business experience, making $200 a day, $500 a day, their very first 30 days in business. It's really cool stuff. So you'll see that on the inside. I look forward to passing it on to you. And like I said, if you've got that drive, if you're coachable, if you're willing to learn some things, all right, if you're not afraid of some work, okay, I look forward to catching you on the next side and sharing this with you. And most importantly, seeing you this year on the beach of the world. Take care.